from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. It's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Indianapolis. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The Indy offense making their way out, and it is Jacob Eason from Washington at quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that, because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
First and 10, Eason. Left side, Doyle with it. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb, because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On second down now, it's Taylor, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. Of the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after try forthcoming. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Patriot offense ready for their first drive, led by Mac Jones, the Heisman Trophy finalist and 15th overall selection this spring from Alabama.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? The season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that, because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On 2nd down, it's White, and he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Throwing Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The completion there by Mac Jones. And Charles, what do you think this defense needs to do to slow down this young rookie from Alabama?
Well, as usual with a rookie, pass rush is big. Put some pressure on him and see if he can handle things in the pocket. But the other one is your defensive backs, linebackers who are covering people, they need to be on the spot because he's extremely accurate with the ball. He doesn't miss very many throws downfield, puts it right on his receivers. You have to be there to stop them at the point of the catch.
Another carry for Michel on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Michel, they toss it out right to him. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On a handoff, it's White. And some room to work. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 16, Jones. And this one complete to Smith. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
And as the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Michel on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal. Now Jones. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. DeForest Buckner racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
On 4th down, Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Shifts by him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
10 more there and another 1st down. Here's Eason to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Eason. Touchdown, Colts. Zach Pascal, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams deep.
Menu narration option is set to off.
Scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On first down, Jones finding Bourne here over the middle. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Jones throw taken in by Bourne. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the
Menu narration option is set to off. Menu narration option is set to off.
Clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man is Bourne. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. And it is the Jets who have the lead late in the second quarter. Latavius Murray with 2 rushing touchdowns. From there, we stay in the AFC East as we head to Buffalo to see what's happening with the Bills. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. The Panthers looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together?
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. For the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No. But
well, the ball is out. Michel lost it. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Jones now from the gun on third down. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he will have a Patriots first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. Out right to Bourne. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. 7 yards, the pickup there. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught over the middle by Asiasi. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White, and he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
White, he'll try the left side. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the gun on third down, Jones. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. And Folk's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Eason's throw here pulled in by Hilton. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
From the gun is Eason. And Pascal's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Eason. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Here's 2nd and a yard. Eason sets to throw it. Eason in trouble, and down he goes. Christian Barmore busting through to get him for a loss of 6. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he works free. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he's got his man on the out route. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Eason. Touchdown! Jack Doyle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Here's Jones on first down. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Back to throw. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. It's complete. James White. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Jones. Over the middle, he's got Myers. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw is Jones. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now Jones. Flushed out right. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Jones eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Patriots. Devin Asiasi, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play, because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield? Either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves. That's going to be key for them.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Taylor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. New England trying to get a place on offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Colts, it's a 4th win of the campaign as they get to 4-10 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.
today. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Well, the radar says the heavy stuff still a few hours away, but snow is falling as we near kickoff at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. This taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback Josh Allen.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week. But all he focused on was the loss. Okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series. On first down, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 60 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Allen going to throw. And it'll be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Time to get our first look at the Patriot offense and quarterback Matt Jones, the rookie out of Alabama, the number 15 overall pick in 2021.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
win the game. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
No,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Well, these 2 teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough. Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Aguilar. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Escape. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. On the return is Olszewski. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over.
Let's go, let's go.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On first down, Michel, and he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Buying time to his left. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing again on second down. Jones dancing to his left. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do. But just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here pulled in by Beasley. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Allen now looks to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here we go now on first and goal. A final shot before break. Jones. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16. We begin with an AFC matchup at MetLife Stadium. Jacksonville making the trip north to take on New York. And that one just before halftime with the Jaguars out on top. First overall pick, Trevor Lawrence with 2 touchdown passes. From there, we head down the turnpike to see what's happening with the Eagles at home in Philadelphia. And right now they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants. Miles Sanders, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. The Vikings trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, in our game, to call it a defensive battle would be an understatement. 0-0 is our score. We'll be looking for something.
This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5 and able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Michel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And it's Michel once again. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jacoby Myers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Pats have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
to kick it away after the touchdown. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Matt Judon in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Flushed out right. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Olszewski now to return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And out will come the offense as they take over. New England's offense set to go. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And the catch made by Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On 1st down, Michel. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. They'll run on 1st down. Michel. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. One quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now Jones. It's caught by Aguilar. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And Folk's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
7 yards, the pickup there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. From midfield, here's Allen. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Throwing is Allen. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Matt Judon in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The kick by Bass is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And they're going to try to eat some clock with Michel. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Michel. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Connecting with Aguilar, and he'll be taken down as that'll net him only about a gain of 9. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, he'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And off the upright, and it caroms in. It's good. The kick is good, and that writes a crazy finish to this one. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. Said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.
So for the Pats, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here.